Hello everyone and welcome to another week of racing in Assetto Corsa Competizione in the company of Simcade League. I'm V2, joined today by last Ninja Cow. Hello.
Hello.
How's it
I'm
going,
looking forward
Ninja?
to this one.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm good. How's yourself?
I'm good as well.
Good.
So today's race, Nurburgring, right?
Yeah.
It's
I,
interesting track.
it's one of my. It would be up there as maybe top 10 favorite tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Although a lot of people don't like it, but I'm a big fan of it.
I don't know. I think when people hear Nurburgring, they are reminded of the Nordschleife maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
And that's why. But if you ignore that part, just the Nurburgring GP or I think it's the GP layout, the 24-hour layout. I don't know. Both layouts are nice to drive. I enjoyed the track as well.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the Nordschleife as well a lot because I spent a lot of hours in. I think it was Gran Turismo 5 at the time. Driving that track all over the place because they had a few challenges with it. Oh, and I see a slide from I think it's no, that's Bilardo. Weird slide. So we're still in practice at the moment. Qualifying is scheduled to start I think in 5 minutes.
Oh no,
And,
we're full power for today. So whenever you're ready to go to quali, we can go to quali.
oh, okay, interesting. So it's up to you,
So we go to
boss. You
quali.
decide. You decide. I'm ready to go.
I'll give them a 10-second warning.
Okay, cool. And it's dynamic weather for today, right? Or is it raining?
Well,
Will it be always raining?
it's always on dynamic.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It always has been since the start of the season, but it's like one of those things where it's
The
it
game
was
has been
maybe
nice.
not
drivers.
harsh enough.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but here we go. In quali now. This is one person has a quali ban.
Yeah, it's Bilardo? No, or
Uh,
Diglio.
Diglio.
Diglio, yeah.
I don't think he did too much wrong last week. It was just unfortunate more than anything. So, also hello Craig and Dan van der Stuken. Welcome
Van der
in
Stuken.
the broadcast.
Isn't Van der Stuken? Yeah, he's racing. I see
Is
his
he?
name up there. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he is. Yeah, yeah. In the Porsche, the number 93 car.
I hope we didn't assassinate your name.
Oh, it most likely has been. When I'm pronouncing it anyway, at least.
So Philip is the first driver out of the pits, car number 404. I wonder if that's a reference to error 404, page not found.
It could well be. It's a good reference. Where's Ben? Ben Dawson in the Mercedes 57. He's had terrible luck.
Yeah.
So far this season, so I'm hoping that he has a nice clean race. I think he's only had one mistake on his own, and the rest have been kind of car magnet. He's a bit like Lance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
But I think, yeah, the last race I think is one to forget for Dawson, because there was a lot of issues, and I think he ultimately retired.
oh yeah, he had the head-on collision.
Yeah. Because he had a lot of damage, and it didn't make sense at that point in the race to go for another pit stop and come back out, because he was just gonna be so far behind that there was just no point. So I can understand why he retired. But yeah, maybe today is going to go a little bit better for him.
Hopefully.
Yeah. It's scary having a race in the rain, but lots of incidents can happen. But I'm sure that at least a few drivers learned a few lessons last race, and maybe will try to be more wary and avoid such situations throughout the race.
Yeah, a few of them picked up penalties. I think it was into turn one. Because where were we last week? Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Yeah, it was Barcelona. Yeah. They just caught a few of the drivers out, I think, coming into turn one.
Yeah. That was crazy. That turn one.
Yeah.
Those not just turn one, but those first couple of turns were were a little bit hectic, let's say.
Yeah. I do think Nurburgring's a bit scarier as well because you're breaking downhill into a hairpin.
Yeah.
So they need to be early on the brakes for the first lap at least, or even off the power. They don't want to be on the gas all the way down into the corner.
Yeah. I have zero experience with Nurburgring in this game, so I really don't know. No, I haven't driven Nurburgring in ACC, so I have no idea what it feels like. I have driven it a lot in Gran Turismo, but the games are very different, so my experience is limited to the Gran Turismo only.
Yeah, they're very different, but I think the one good thing about this track in Gran Turismo and ACC, they're quite close.
Mm-hmm. Not many differences. Like I don't know. There are some tracks, for example, Barcelona. I think it's very different from Gran Turismo to this game, and even F1. It feels very different in games.
I think Barcelona in the F1 games toned back a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But
and we
just
still
on board with Golf here. Golf's got a new livery.
And it's very nice indeed. We still don't have any time set, right?
No.
I think it's Philip now coming across the final corner. Yes, he is. And his time is going to be... Let me change to basic to check the times. A 2:01. Yeah.
I think that's off pace.
Yeah, Winter does a 2:03, but it's in the rain, right? So
yeah,
maybe they're still gauging what they can do. Bilardo is going to cross the line. I think that was an invalidated lap. No, it's a 2:04. Then next up was car number 17, Barranco, with a 2:06, and behind him was car number 93, which was Van der Stucken with a 2:05.
They're all pretty close.
Yeah, Philip's still at the top of his game, apparently. And Ruzu now coming to cross the line with a 2:02. So that's P2 for Ruzu. Interesting.
In fact, if you look down at the times, everyone is like a second between them.
Yeah. They're still, feeling the track, finding the grip.
2:01, 2:02, 2:03.
Golf crosses the line with 2:05, but it was invalidated, unfortunately.
That would have put him in around 5th place there.
Yeah, and also with an invalidated lap, so this is going to be the start for a new hot lap for him. AJ also invalidated, and behind him, Liar Crier. Also, I think, no, let me see AJ again. Yeah, AJ is invalidated, but... Ooh, and he has a spin right in front of Liar Crier. I think he might not have been... too close, so maybe... No, 2:13. Maybe he had to slow down a little bit there. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Next across the line is Carl, invalidated, so starting a hot lap now. And we have Philip now with a yellow flag and against the barrier. Oof, tough. So that's a trip back to the pit lane for him. Yep.
Did he catch the final chicane?
I didn't even see it. When I switched back to him, he was already in the grass.
Yeah. Well, here's Bilardo coming up anyway to the final corner.
Yeah, Delta neutral, so... Now gaining a little bit of time. Also lost a little bit of time. I don't think it's going to improve, unfortunately. It's going to be a 2:04.67. Next up we have Dawson with an invalidated lap as well. Maybe this is an out lap. And Winter as well, invalidated. These drivers are not enjoying the rain at the moment.
No, definitely not.
Ruzu with a validated lap, but a second, almost 2 seconds up on his time. He's coming to cross the line with a 2:04. That's almost 2 seconds slower. And then coming across the final corner, we have Golf Maniac without an invalidated lap, with a valid one, but very, very slow. It's going to be a 2:05. Oh, actually no, that was actually decent time. Sorry,
Yeah, it's
he
not
didn't.
too
He
bad.
didn't set the time, so the delta was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
So that puts him in P7. So we now have Olsen with an invalidated lap again, but he has already set a time. He's currently P5 with a 2:051. Liar Crier coming across the last couple of corners. He's 3 seconds up, but with an invalidated lap, so starting hot lap now. Carl 6 seconds down on his time, but he hasn't set a time yet, so Delta is a little bit funky. He's crossing the line with a 2:032. No, 2:030, sorry. Car number 69, AJ.
Yeah, it's
Just started a hot lap.
Philip there in first place is pulling away a little bit. Rusu Cal quite close.
Yeah, Philip improved his time. He did a 2:01, I think. No, 2:17 was his first time, sorry.
Yeah.
Did not improve.
Liar's a little bit off pace here, but he is almost 3 seconds quicker this lap.
And Diglio still in the pits, not setting up. Oh, he quality ban. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, he has a quality ban.
Forgot. Dawson now coming around the final corner, crossing the line to do a 2:053. So that puts him in P7 at the moment. Winter does not improve, and behind him, Barenko does a 4:28. 4:28. Jesus, probably an outlap. Car number 93. Van der Stucken coming to cross the line with a 4:38 as well, or an invalidated lap. I didn't see it. Golf now leaving the pits, and car number 72, no, 77.
Into the pits.
Yeah, he's just
So
leaving
he
the pits.
abandoned his lap there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
5 minutes left in qualifying, and it seems that the times have been pretty much set. They're not.
Yeah.
There hasn't been many changes. Even Philip hasn't improved that on his time. So Philip now, I think, in the pits. Yes, currently in the pits. Liar Crier now impeding Call a little bit through the last couple of corners.
Liar is on a hot lap though, and he is 5 seconds faster.
Yes, he is.
So he's every right to go for it.
Of course. So it's a 2:087, which puts him P11. Call, I think, backed out, maybe coming back to the pits and going for another hot lap.
Yeah.
AJ
where's
now
AJ?
crossing
AJ
the
does cross
line,
it. Oh.
and this does a 2:08. I think that's his best time, P12.
That's his first timed lap. Actually surprised about that.
Hmm.
I would have expected AJ to be further up the grid.
Yeah. Maybe it's the rain throwing off
Yeah.
AJ at the moment.
But he is going green at the minute, so
Dawson,
that's his
a
Ben,
second
yeah.
up. He's a second
let's
up
put
on
him
his time, so it's going to be a
top
2:04 something. That
Yeah, there
puts
we go.
him
Fifth.
still P5. Okay, he was already P5, I believe.
No, he was P7, so
P7?
he jumped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he jumped 2 places up to P5.
Barenko changed his livery as well. He now has a red
Barenko-
livery.
He has, and the reason for that is this is technically his home Grand Prix,
Oh,
because it's the closest.
interesting.
Yeah. Who else is up? AJ is 3.1 seconds up at the minute. As chat is saying, it is quite damp out there. I'll not use the word Mitch is using because I hate that word.
Why though?
I don't know. Just it's like nails across a blackboard. You know, it's kind of just sent shivers down my spine. I think the track is getting wetter though.
AJ, 3.5 seconds up.
He is pushing into the final chicane.
That Ferrari looks very good though. I like that
Oh, it
livery
does.
a lot.
It just confuses me because it's the Verstappen livery.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
Ferrari, you know, but here we go.
Well, I mean, Red Bull doesn't have a supercar, so or a GT3 car.
No, they
So
don't. There we go. AJ up
205,
into 8th place.
8th place. Nice. Now we have car number 61, which is Bilardo, still with invalidated lap. This one, I think he did a couple of invalidated laps. Last couple of laps were invalidated, so I think this is going to be his last run because there's only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in qualifying.
Yeah, the only driver actually really making headway here is Van der Stucken. Van der Stucken? I don't know.
I would say Van der Stucken. I don't know.
Yeah, he's almost half a second up here into the final chicane.
Golf also starting his final hot lap. Winther as well behind him. So if they invalidate, this is their last chance. So they have to make good on it.
Big headway here. This could put him into the top 5.
Van der Stucken coming to
place.
cross. Okay, nice.
Solid lap.
So Ruzu is invalidated. I don't think he has still 50 seconds, so he might be able to cross the line for a final lap, maybe.
Yeah, well, he's coming around the final corner now, so he should have plenty of time.
And
it doesn't look like there's any traffic ahead of him either.
Olsen as well, I think he's going to have. Yeah, he's coming across the final corners as well, so
yeah,
he should be fine for another lap. But everyone else that is on track at the moment, it's their final lap. So this is AJ's final lap. He's currently neutral on his delta, so he still has a chance to improve a little bit on his time.
Is the track getting faster, or is Van der Stucken just find his line? Because
I
he's
don't know.
another half a second up here.
Maybe it is, because AJ is also around the 10th up on his time. Oh no, he's lost a little bit of time as well, but he's coming across the final corner. Ooh, coming around it now, and he's going to improve a tiny little bit. Like it's going to be a 205.1, yeah, 205.180.
Ooh, just not enough to get past Olsen there.
Bilardo, unfortunately, 3/10 down on his time. Now coming around the final corner as well. He goes very wide, so that's half a second up on his previous time. It's probably not going to improve. It's not going to improve, of course.
No, unfortunately.
Unless it knows how to teleport his car. I don't think he is. So Dawson also almost half a second down on his time. Probably not going to improve. Golf Maniac behind him, half a second up on his time. I think they are going very wide through the final corner for some reason. But he's still improving. So this is going to be a 204.9. So that's P8 for Golf Maniac. And finally, but not least, Van der Stucken 7/10 up on his time. So he's going to improve. Nope, he improves, but not enough to get him out of P5. So starting order, it's going to be Philip, Ruzu, Carl, Winther, Van der Stucken, Dawson, Bilardo, Golf Maniac, Olsen, AJ, Barenko, Liar Crier, and Diglio. Diglio, unfortunately, with a quali ban, so he has to start in the back. Ooh, cars are pointing down for me.
Yeah. They've all left the rear jacks in.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. They're starting to get the
okay.
setups done now.
Let me check this AutoCam thing. Let's see how this works.
Hello, Mikey.
Mitch said the downforce setup. Literally the downforce. Oh god.
Oh, I didn't realize this thing had like incident reports as well. When cars have contact with each other.
Oh,
that's cool.
Interesting. That's a good way to keep tabs.
Yeah.
What they could do with that is maybe create a timestamp that you could go back to and watch the replay. And then you just have to click it. Just saying. Throwing it out there.
Well, I think they do actually have a Google Sheets API.
Oh, interesting.
So you can like connect it all up and then it like has the replay file or something. Which is kind of cool. Let's hope everyone hit drive.
Yeah, they still have 25 seconds or something. So
yeah,
they should be fine. I think 2 minutes. I think it's plenty to, you know, load up a setup or something and set the fuel, all of that. So again, as always, this is going to be a rolling start. Drivers have to maintain a certain distance and a certain speed from each other until the drivers at the front cross the finish line or around that. And then basically it's a reaction game where the first driver to step on it really quick is the one that gets the advantage.
Thankfully, everyone's ghosted for this first bit.
Yeah, yeah.
He is in second, Rusu in the Ferrari. I think you can't, third can't overtake second either, so
Yeah.
just need to be careful or else they'll pick up a black flag.
And we're gonna have green lights very, very soon. And
Green light.
it's lights out and away we go. And Philip has a very good start. I think Ruzu, unfortunately, already losing a position to Call, maybe. But if he's not lost it yet, Call has the inside line. So someone in the grass. Ooh, and it's... Oh, God. Lots of incidents happening right now. I don't know exactly what happened, but... That was weird.
Yeah,
at the beginning
a lot of people
race.
got caught up there.
So
It's very unfortunate.
let me go back a little while just to see, to understand exactly what happened. Let me see the heli cam.
Yeah, I think that was Olsen on the outside, got on the grass.
Yeah, I might have to go back. I might have to go further back to see exactly what happened. Yeah, heli cam. So Call on the inside. It starts braking way early. Yeah, Olsen. Yeah, it was Olsen. Olsen. Ooh, he took out 2 cars and then it was just a mess. It was Olsen. He started braking very, very late. Oh man.
Not want to be a bit of a parts pooper, but can we have a restart, please?
Yes, I
Thank
agree
you.
with that. I agree
Yeah,
with that.
because that turn 1 was hectic.
Yeah. Maybe give a warning to Olsen just to, you know,
Yeah.
start braking a little bit early, because yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we're going to restart the race because the beginning of this one was a little bit hectic. Some people might not be happy with it. Others might, because, you know, Call probably has some damage and he was back to P5.
Alright, we have some wet conditions. Watch out for curbs and exit and remember to brake early.
So drivers have now 2 minutes again to set up their cars.
All right.
Yuki asks, does ACC even have FIA? Well, at the moment, the FIA is us, I think.
We are the FIA.
So, yeah. But I think, isn't ACC like the official game for GT3 championships for FIA? I think it is, right? I think it was Gran Turismo when they switched to Assetto Corsa Competizione.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I think for this GT World, it's under SRO, which are not FIA.
Hmm.
So I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing.
DTM isn't FIA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it isn't. I think it's another organization, not FIA.
No.
20 seconds.
Right. Well, let's hopefully this goes a bit better this time.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to disable the auto cam for a while just to
Yeah.
helicam
the
this.
start.
Yeah, because
The SIA, yeah.
Simcade Investigation Association, or whatever it stands for.
But it's the Federation of International something, isn't it? It's
Federation of something automobile.
yeah, Federation of International Automobile
Yeah.
Organization. It isn't even anything to do with investigating or anything. It's just kind of the head body as such.
It's like FIFA of cars, you know.
Yeah, basically. Right. So here we are for the very start of the race. Totally this first one of the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a practice start before, so again, Philip with a great start. Ruzu, I think, a little bit better, but Call coming on the inside now. And hopefully we don't have any incidents here. Turn 1. Oh, again, Olsen. Oh my god, this is like a replay. Oh my god. What is happening? Who? It was Dawson also. Something also happened with Dawson. I think the victim was Bilardo. I think it was Bilardo, the one that got dive bombed. I'm not sure.
Who else has a penalty?
I don't understand. I really don't understand. So Carl was able to get P2 from that overtake in turn 1.
Yeah.
At turn 1. So he's now chasing Philip. And let me enable autocam. Let's see what this does. So Van der Stucken very close to Golf Maniac now. In P7.
Yeah. Oh, Golf is off though.
Yeah, and
Very
that's
unfortunate.
I lost 2 positions with that. And he's now behind Bilardo. That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, but at least all the cars are going now.
Yeah.
And we
Aside
might
from
get a
that
lot done.
that one incident.
Yeah. Did
Bill-
anyone lose positions off the start there?
Oh, I think it was Diglio actually, the victim. I'm not sure. I know it was a green car. Not sure if it was Diglio. And Van der Stucken now trying to go for an overtake on Diglio, going a little bit wide now, so loses a little bit of ground, but still there, still applying some pressure.
Yeah, what's Van der Stucken only half a second in here behind Diglio. Might get a little bit of slipstream down here.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the weather at the top of the screen,
Yeah.
and it does seem to be getting drier towards the end of the race.
Yeah, it seems like it, yeah.
So it could be quite interesting towards the end. As Golf is bombing it down there, and yeah, just as I thought, oh, he's just able to hold it out of the barrier. Everyone kind of struggling there with the first corner.
And Van der Stucken with the mega overtake, and the autocam just killed it, so I'm just gonna disable this.
Yeah.
And go for my usual thing. So now, Carl now very close to Philip, just 2 tenths behind him now, having to ease off the throttle to not go into the back of Philip now, but still very, very close. And I think Felix is going to have some trouble with Carl behind him.
Yeah, Carl there just picking up the fastest lap. First time around there as well.
Yeah.
So, man on a mission. Although, can you really count the fastest lap when it's the opening lap?
Yeah, true.
Because it's like 6 minutes, 56 seconds. That's definitely going to be beat.
Yeah, but it makes sense that he has the fastest lap. I mean, they are breaking away from the rest of the field, and he's also on the slipstream, so...
Yeah. And we know that the BMW is quite quick. But the Porsche is very quick on the straight line, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I think with the last update, I think the Porsche is kind of the straight line monster now.
And this is actually the closest battle on track right now, because the next one would be Winter and Bruzu for 3rd position. And
Yeah.
it's not as close as the battle up front.
No, but no one's really too far behind. What can Cal do here? Can he get tucked in behind?
Philip now with the fastest lap of 2:04.1. But Skull is not too far behind. His last lap was a 2:04.2, so just a 10th down. Still very close.
204.5, so he's keeping pace with the leaders as well.
Yeah. He just has to find a way to get around Bruzu to maybe try and chase the front back, but he can't unfortunately take too long, otherwise they will get away.
Without a doubt. Where is Ben? So Ben is in 9th. Did he qualified higher, didn't he?
Let me check his starting position. He started, let me see, in P9. No, not P9, sorry, P6. So we lost. What? It says that he gained 3 positions, but he didn't. He lost 3 positions actually. Weird.
Yeah.
Very weird. So now Colin Phillips still very, very close. Cole trying to make a move on the inside. Has a little bit of a slide there. But
Yeah, he's definitely a lot closer now.
yeah,
What's that? 0.2 seconds?
I think so, yeah. So Bilardo now very close to Diglio. I'm not sure if Diglio has damage. I'm not sure if he was the victim there of the incident at turn 1. But I feel like it was him. I think he was the one that got hit pretty hard. I don't even know what happened further down the field at turn 1, but I saw some cars like off track, and Dawson was one of them.
Well, I am just going to check here now what actually happened, so I will get back to you.
Yeah, and now Bilardo, I think, with a better exit than Diglio on his slipstream. This is a long straight, so he might be able to get the overtake done before the first corner. Diglio goes defensive. And Bilardo goes very wide, but because of that, gets a better exit into the next corner. Now they're going very wide, I believe, through that turn. And Diglio, I think, defending very well. Always keeping to the inside. Now I think goes a little bit wide there. And now Bilardo again, I think, will get the better exit. He has to lift a little bit. Oh, almost a T-bone. Oh, almost a pit maneuver there. There was a little bit of contact, but both drivers are able to stay on track. Let me check further up front. Call very close to Philip. A little bit of contact as well there. Front wheel touching the rear of the car.
Yeah, they're very close to each other. Sorry, I had a look at the replay and I have no idea what went on.
Yeah.
So that'll be a big look after the race.
Unfortunately.
I didn't realize it's the exact same with what happened the first time around.
Yeah. Exactly the same thing, but it just involved
Oh, Diglio was off.
less cars.
Why is Diglio off? Could we see a replay of that? Yes, we can. Clicking this now, see what actually happened, Diglio.
Oh, and now Carl is going to get the overtake done here. Oh, no, he doesn't. He backs out. But Carl is pestering Philip at the moment.
Yeah, I think Diglio got hit there by Bilardo and got spun. Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So who are we on board with at the minute?
At the moment with Skull very, very close to Philip. Just 0.4. Ooh, I think no slide there. That was very controlled. And Winther, I think, made the move on Ruzu finally, and I think Ruzu might lose another position to Van der Stucken here.
Yeah, Winther just down the inside there into the first corner.
So Winther now
Very well
free to chase the top runners, both Carl and Philip.
Yes.
Not sure what happened to Ruzu, but it seems like Van der Stucken is going to also take advantage. Oh no, Van der Stucken goes wide, loses a little bit of grip, little slide, but is able to control the car, so back on track, and Ruzu gets the overtake done on Winter. I'm not sure exactly what happened to Winter. I wasn't looking.
Winter lost the rear end as he was coming out of the corner as well, so it's back to square one, and he'll have to go and do it all again.
Yeah, tough luck. And Carl dropped back a little bit.
Yeah, maybe these cars struggling a little bit. What is Yeah, I think the rain's getting a little bit heavier now, and then it's going to get dry out.
Yeah.
So maybe the drivers are struggling, or maybe it's already starting to dry out, and because they're on wet tires, maybe they're just struggling a little bit.
Yeah. But now there is no point in switching tires right now, I think. I think they should wait a little bit more.
Yeah, hopefully they're fueled up. Because if someone has to come in now, they may have to come in again later. Because you don't want to be on dry tires yet. Not yet.
Yeah, Dawson very, very close to Bilardo now. Just 2/10, and I think he got a better exit, so he's going to get the move done before this corner. No, but he has to lift, I think, a little bit, not to go into the back of Bilardo. Ooh, and a little bit of contact. Ooh, and that was a pit maneuver. That was a very well executed pit maneuver, but not legal, I would say. So that is an incident to look after the race, because I think Bilardo was, you know, the victim here.
Just watching the replay of it now. Has to come up through. Is this the Schumacher S's?
I think so. I don't know names of corners, so I would say it. I would say they are.
I need much longer than that.
Winter now applying pressure, and almost they are side by side, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get the overtake done. He's on the outside. He has to back off a little bit, while still worrying about Van der Sucken, and there's a little bit of contact there. They're impeding the track now. Van der Sucken trying to go on the outside, and Winter has a little bit of a slide coming back on track, but not sure about this one as well. I was on board with Winter, so I didn't get a good look. Not sure exactly what happened there, but this is another one we are going to have a look after the race, because I'm not sure if Winter was at fault there. So Ruzu now gets a little bit of a breathing room because of that incident. He's just 7 seconds, sorry, not 7, 5 seconds almost ahead of Van der Sucken. So unfortunately that three-way fight is over for now. And Carl is close to Philip again up front.
He's what, 0.4 behind? I'm just watching this replay. Yeah, who is the yellow car? Is that Van der Sucken in the yellow?
Yes, it's Van der Sucken.
Yeah, so he went into the back of Winter, so... Yeah. What's the rules of racing? You have to overtake safely. And unfortunately, that was not a safe overtake.
Yes.
AJ's closing down on Dawson as well.
Yeah, 0.3 seconds
Quite
behind.
close to him. Coming out of the final corner. Main straight, bit of slipstream in that new Ferrari. Is he going to be brave into turn one?
I don't think so. I don't think he's going to have
he's
the
too far
opportunity
back.
to, yeah.
Although Dawson's gone slightly wide. Different line, maybe. Gets a good exit, so AJ will just try to stay in that slipstream. There isn't very many overtaking opportunities in this track. It is really just at the hairpins.
Unfortunately,
or at the final chicane, if you get the slipstream coming down the hill.
And with a wet track, it's hard to overtake everywhere else. Yeah, so slow corners is where it's at, unless you get a really good exit. But
has Liar pitted?
let me check. He has at one pit stop.
Okay,
yeah,
so he has gone in for an early pit stop. See Carl dropping back as well. Are the drivers starting to struggle?
Maybe a little bit, I'm not sure. Maybe he's just, biding his time, waiting for the try to dry up a little bit and then come back at him. Who knows, but AJ is getting closer.
Still winning.
Ooh, very, very close AJ is getting.
Yes, he is. And this is the bit now where he can get a bit of slipstream.
A yellow flag, Diglio has a little bit of a spin. Oh no. Let me go back 15 seconds, let me see what happened to Diglio. Oh, he gets a little bit too much curb. And then he slides. Almost like reversing out of the track. And then goes wide also a little bit here. So back to AJ and Dawson.
Yeah,
AJ's still
still
0.3 seconds behind him, so...
Yeah, he's done well there to stay with him. I feel that Mercedes is very quick.
Ooh,
AJ's
a
going
move on
for
the
it.
inside. Ooh, very clean AJ. But the switcheroo, he has the inside, but he's not able to... Whoa, he's still on the inside. But I think that he has to tuck back in now, and he backs off.
He has to give that up, yeah.
He backs off, and I think it was a good decision. So he maybe now be able to get a better exit. I think he took a lot of curb there.
He did. That's unsettled the car, and this will give Dawson a little bit of a breather. Not much, mind.
Yeah, he's still very, very close. The gap is actually the same.
Oh, AJ, a little bit of a slide there. I've seen the black tire marks on the track.
Yeah.
That's cost him a little bit out of the exit there.
Oh, Diglio now in the pits. Bilardo as well. Both of them.
I feel they've come in too early.
Maybe. If they are switching to dry tires, I think, yeah, it's too early.
Yeah.
Maybe they had damage, I don't know. Diglio, for sure, I think, has damage if he was the car involved in the incident at turn 1 with Olsen.
Yeah. No penalties picked up, which is nice.
Yeah.
Now, the two cars did pick up a drive-through at the start, but I did clear them because I'm very nice. I think that was just for being out of position on the start. So, but AJ's coming back again. Closest fight on the track at the minute.
Ooh, a little bit of a slide for AJ, but able to control the car. Didn't lose too much time. Now going in very, very close, very narrow through the final corner, but Dawson gets a better line, better exit as well. Gap maintains 0.4 seconds.
I think he's too far back for a dive this time again.
Yeah, he can't repeat the same move. He still has a
Or
look
can
though.
he? Oh. There was a slight chance of it going there, but...
Yeah, still too risky though.
No, yeah, too far back. You really want to be half a car's length behind
Yeah, something like
for
that.
going for a move like that, so... It's a nice little battle between these. It's nice that we have battles all over the place and not, just the front runners. But Cal is half a second out of Philip there.
Yeah, now 0.9 seconds. Ooh, AJ so close, so close. He wants that P6 so bad. He has to lift a little bit to not go into the back of Dawson's car.
Another opportunity now. If he can stay with him and get him down the back street, that's the best place to get him into the... Well, the trouble with the final chicane on this track is it's the fast chicane.
Yeah,
So there's no real heavy braking, so it really is turn 1. AJ with a tighter line. Is he close enough for the slipstream? 0.7.
Looks like he's losing some ground. Winter now, I think, catching up to Van der Stucken very, very quickly. Let me have a look. And the yellow flag, Diglio again, going off the track, hits the barrier. Not sure if he got damaged because it seemed like just a very soft touch, but still went to the barriers, and he's now very far back. What happened to Diglio? Van der Suken went to the pits, so that means he's going to lose a few positions.
Yeah. AJ still too far behind.
I think maybe they didn't look at the weather. Maybe they don't know the track is going to dry up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe they're just not going to switch tires. I don't know. These guys study the game, so maybe they...
Well, maybe that's it. It might be, you know, it might stop raining, but it might take a while for it to dry out enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Although, to me, the track doesn't look too wet. Like, I'm not seeing any spray coming off the tires.
No, no. It's drying up for sure. When I check the onboards, when I go on board with them, it's definitely drying up.
Yeah.
AJ still keeping Dawson at very, very close. Still keeping him company, but the gap is increasing slowly. Ooh, I think AJ maybe braked a little bit late here, but still going.
He's close up a little bit. Does AJ's livery have more drip than his fires? Is that some term for that young ones use? What does drip mean?
Drip is like, I know what it means, but I can't explain it in words. It's like drip is like cool, you know?
Like, okay, yeah. I don't know. I do really like that livery on the Ferrari.
No, yeah.
I said this last week. It looks like a Spider-Man livery.
Yeah, yeah.
Not, and it just looks really cool.
Yeah, it does. So, AJ now, gap increased a little bit, 1.5 seconds, and now I'm back with Carl and Philip. They are just 0.5 seconds apart.
Stop raining.
Yep, it did.
So yes,
Digley goes wide in front of Philip there. Not sure if it has influenced his line, but yeah, he's again off track.
Did he lose it on the curb?
I think so. I think he just went over the curb a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And lost it. AJ in the pits now. Maybe now that the track has dried up, he's going for dry tires. Who knows?
I don't know if there's any way if we can tell.
Not sure.
Basic HUD. Oh yeah, this will tell us if he goes on to the dries now. So let's see. Well, we'll see how quick the stop is.
Carl now very close to Philip.
.3 of a second behind. Track is still damp.
A little bit, but yeah. If you're not paying attention, it looks that it's pretty much dry.
If you are pitting, it might be worthwhile going on to tires. Now, AJ is having a long pit stop, so this says to me that he's changing the tires to dry.
Yeah, yeah.
He is. He's on dry tires.
Yeah.
And who else is in? Olsen?
Question is that gonna be beneficial enough to, you know, gain some time back? The time that he just lost on the pit stop. We'll see.
What, 20 minutes, so what's that, 10 laps? Maybe 4 or 5 seconds a lap? 40 seconds? It's possible.
We'll see.
It looks like Olsen is changing tires as well. I'm just on board with him here. Carl closing up big time. What has happened here?
Not sure, but ooh, so close, so close, so close. He's on the outside. Maybe taking a lot of curb there, more than he wanted to, but he's still close.
It must have been very heavy on the brakes into turn 1, because I seen the time drop from like 0.7 down to 0.2 really, really quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
Olsen is on dry tires as well. As is Bellardo, AJ, and Van der Stucken. So they have all changed to dry tires. As Golf, Dawson, and Winther are all in the pits now as well. Let's see if they change tires. Now it's gone to greasy. So if it is greasy, that means it's dry enough for slicks.
Yep.
So this is very interesting to see what these drivers are going to do. Diglio is On the dry, so yeah, it seems that the switching to the dry tire is the thing to do now.
But Call is very, very, very close. And he's not backing down, so...
He's all over. And you can see the dry line coming out now as well.
Yep.
He's so close.
Damn, these guys are crazy. I couldn't be so close.
Oh,
I would have...
Ooh! Stop.
Oh, he went for a pit stop?
He's gone into the pits.
Damn, that was a late move.
It was. Dawson
Yes.
and Golf Maniac both picking up stop goes.
Oh no. Yes, he's in the pits.
It looks like Dawson didn't add fuel.
Oh, I can't believe this. No.
And you just see the difference in the dry tires.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
Winter's dry tires on as well.
You're right. Dry racing line already showing up. You can see it very well, very distinctly when in the helicam. So
Yeah.
Philip in
Oh.
the pits still.
Winter on a move on Dawson. Dawson is going to be kicking himself here.
Ooh, Dawson has a little bit of a slide there.
Yeah. I don't know if he's flashing the lights or if it's just the camera angle.
I don't think he was, but
No. This is a nice little battle now for 5th place. Unfortunately, Dawson's going to have to come in, do a stop go for 30 seconds. I don't think he's going to be allowed to refuel either.
no, he's not. That happened
So
to
he's going
me.
to have to come back in
Yeah,
again.
you have to go for the 30-second stop and go. Maybe you can refuel after the 30-second stop and go. I'm not sure.
Winter trying to send it down the outside of AJ into the final chicane. That's never going to work.
Yep.
As Dawson does come into the pits, he needs to be really careful here not to pick up a penalty.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
No, he stopped. He stopped. He's gonna withdraw from the race, I believe. Yep, he did.
Very unfortunate.
Another DQ.
Winter does get past AJ into turn 1.
And Carl now in the pits. Ooh, he overtook Golf Maniac into the pits. What? I think Golf was just going very, very slow.
Yeah, I think Golf's really careful here not to pick up another penalty.
So now eyes on Philip.
Where is Philip? Philip is just coming up the Schumacher S's.
Let's see if he can get back to P1 or if Carl made enough of a push before going into the pits to keep that first position. So it's either going to be very, very close or it's going to be very, very close. I don't think it's going to come out. Turn out any other way. So Carl still stopped in the pits. So he's changing his tires. Philip
He's
now
changing his
coming
tire.
across the final chicane and then into the final corner. Philip
Yeah.
still stopped in the pits. So now,
He's gonna have to start moving very soon. He's moving.
okay, let's see where he comes out. Philip is gonna... Oh my god, this is tense.
They're gonna meet each other at the first
Oh
corner.
no, yeah. Carl was able to get P1 with the pit stops. So now Philip on the back foot in P2. He has been leading throughout the whole race. And maybe he pitted a lap too soon because Carl was able to get P1 just within a lap. He was able to overcut Philip. Very
Yeah,
nice.
that's very strange that you can do the overcut going from wet to dry, because normally it would be the other way about.
yeah,
Switching
yeah.
to the dry tire to pick up the advantage, but that didn't happen. So did Philip maybe have more fuel to put on the car there?
Maybe, but I don't know about that because I don't believe that. I think you'd have to, add a lot of fuel to go over the 30-second pit stop if you don't have any damage.
Yeah.
I haven't tested it out, so I don't know, but I don't
'Cause,
know. Sometimes throughout our races, I would change tires and put like 50 liters of fuel and still would be just a 30-second stop, so...
Yeah. But we don't have a minimum 30-second stop, you see. So
Yeah.
normally when you put in 1 liter fuel, it's a 3-second stop.
Yeah.
So if he had to put in maybe 10 liters, maybe that was 5 seconds. And then that 2-second difference was enough for Carl to overtake him.
They were so close that that would have made a difference. Yes.
So
And Carl
it's
is just
interesting.
pulling away, just 1.7 now. Oof, going very aggressive on those curbs. Jesus.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
What has happened here? Because we have yellow flags out. That is
Diglio
Diglio again. He's in the gravel.
Oh my God, this is a terrible race for him at the moment. I mean, he's been off track like 5 times already.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. That is the old Ferrari as well, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. This pit stops has changed everything.
Yep. Because Carl, I think now, much more comfortable in the lead than Philip was. Because Philip was, always had a gap of under a second to Carl, and now Carl is just 1.5 seconds and maintaining that gap, maybe even increasing it a little bit, going into the lead of the race. So unfortunate for Philip, but that was a very interesting master strategist move there from Carl.
Yeah. Winter with the fastest lap now, so what's his gap? He's 10 seconds to
Van der Stucken.
Van der Stucken, and
40 seconds
he's
to the lead.
He's almost 2 seconds a lap quicker.
Yep.
So he might be able to catch Van der Stucken before the end here. What, 14 minutes, so there's probably about 7 laps left.
Yeah. And Carl now 2.6 seconds away from Philip. Jesus. This man is on a mission.
I think he prefers the dry weather running.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And it does look like it's going to be dry to the end of the race. How interesting would it be if it started to rain again?
Yeah, I don't know. From the weather thing at the top of the screen, I don't think it will.
I'm a little bit disappointed that the pit stops has
Carl
changed
with
everything.
the fastest lap of a 1:58.6. That's fast.
I was going to say that's quicker than quali, but quali was in the wet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. The fastest
Yeah.
time was the 2:01.7, I think, by Philip.
Yeah.
So
That just shows you how much of a difference it is from wet weather to dry weather.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. The gap is increasing so fast that I don't know. I'm starting to believe that maybe Philip. I don't know. Maybe he didn't get the pressures right, and he's losing time because I don't know. It's just so weird.
It is possible. It is possible. That's 3.4 seconds in what, 2 laps?
Yep, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was 2 seconds slower.
Yep.
That last lap around. Winter taking back the fastest lap. So he's down to 8.3 seconds behind Van der Stucken now.
That was fast. That's 2 seconds a lap. So
Yeah.
for 3 more laps or something, and he should be within striking distance.
It should be close to that, yeah. 3 or 4 laps, so
Yeah.
I think by the end of the race he will be there. But like Murray Walker says, it's one thing to catch, it's another to overtake. So.
Yep. It's not just being faster. There's a lot of maneuvering going.
Yeah.
With attacking and defending, so Van der Stucken might still surprise us and keep that P4 until the end. But at the moment, he's 2 seconds slower, so he's gonna have to find a way to defend that position, defend like a lion, like Alonso said a while back.
What it is, Van der Stucken's not catching Russo Eller, he's backing off him, so
Yeah.
we've got 3 drivers fighting over 4th place, and they are within 14 seconds of each other.
Carl now with the fastest lap again, a 1:58.2.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Not too far off that time, though, only half a...
Yeah, half a second, but still. Half a second per lap.
There.
Whoa. What happened there? Lots of yellow flags. I think the game lagged a little bit. It's fine now.
I think so. Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
A bit of lag. Let's see what Winter do. Oh, Winter's coming into the final corner now. Let's see what his lap time is. It's down to 5.7 seconds now. They're on the same straight.
Yep. And Winter again steals the fastest lap with a 58.0.
That was 2.5 seconds quicker.
Yep.
I think Van der Stucken is feeling the pressure here.
I'm not sure, because I don't know. If you're in Van der Stucken's shoes and you're like looking at the timetables and you're like, oh, he's just like 8 seconds behind, and then suddenly you start the lap, well, he's like 5 seconds behind, you know? So, and I don't know. I wouldn't look that frequently to the timetables to check, so maybe I would just get scared like within like half a lap or something when I see him in my mirrors.
I think he'd be gripping the steering wheel a little bit harder this lap. Because he needs to go quicker.
Yes.
He has to go
yes,
quicker
he
or
does.
else he's going to get caught.
Oh. And I think Philip is now decreasing the gap a little bit. Now under 4 seconds. Maybe something happened, or maybe it was just a corner, but now it's up to 4 seconds again.
Maybe Philip's tires not getting up to temperature quick enough?
Maybe, I don't know. I still think it's something having to do with tire pressures, maybe. We will have to ask maybe after the race, but I think there's something going on there. Winter now 4.6 seconds behind Van der Stucken, and he's still decreasing the gap like crazy.
Yeah. Oh, Carl, 57.7.
Jesus. Let's see if Winter will still the
57.8.
Ooh,
This
yeah,
track is getting so quick now.
Maybe it's just Philip that's not adapting as quick as Carl.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just it.
Oh, it's 4 seconds.
3.7.
Van der Stucken crossing the line, does a 2 minutes?
2:00.
Yeah.
And Winter does a 58.0. So that's
So
still 2 seconds, yeah. Faster.
Yeah, I think we were going to have about 14, but someone didn't update their game, and then 2 people are out of the race as well, so...
Yeah. It's a shame, though.
Yeah. But, oh well, it happens.
Oh! Carl did a 57.7 and Philip did a 57.8 last lap. So...
Yeah. They're so close to each other as well. I don't know... He's catching. Oh,
I think he's catching a little bit, but Winter now 2.9 seconds away from Van der Stucken. He's getting closer.
Oh,
please make it interesting.
I can't call who's gonna win this race.
I don't know. I think. I'm not sure if that was intended. Was that pun intended? I can't call who's gonna win this race.
Oh. No, that was 100% unintended.
Because I'm like, well, the gap is still 4 seconds, so...
They're getting close. He is getting closer, but Winter is probably the closest now.
Yes, he is.
He's only 1 corner behind. What did Carl... So Carl still has the fastest lap. A 57.715.
Yes.
Which is very quick. And now Winter, 1.2 seconds. Philip is coming down to about 3.4 seconds.
1.1 behind, and
there's only 6.5 minutes left of this race, so we'll probably have 4 laps left.
Yeah, he still has a couple of laps. I think Van der Stucken going a little bit wide on that line there.
Dirty air? Is that a thing in ACC?
Doesn't have anyone in front of him, so yeah.
Sorry, I got mixed up with Winter there. Now, if he isn't feeling pressure now, he's got a heart of steel.
Yeah, he's in his mirrors now, so he has to be feeling something.
It's all
Ooh,
over
so
him.
close.
And this is the quickest that the track has been all race.
And you know, if he gets the overtake done, if Winter gets the overtake done, this is kind of justice, you know? Because I think it was Van der Stucken who took him out. In this exact corner, actually. They're going through right now. So, ooh, so close. I think he had to lift a little bit to avoid contact there, but I mean, the difference in speed, I think it's just a matter of time until Winter gets the move done.
Yeah.
I think he's just waiting and praying on... Ooh, Van der Stucken, a little bit of a slide there, I think. Lost the rear a little bit. Managed to control the car, but he is feeling the pressure. Winter is there, and he's not going to back out now.
Oh, the sun's really coming out now.
Yes. No more cloudy weather. 5 minutes to go in this race. Let's see if Winter can get the move done. Going through the chicane. Van der Stucken very, very, very solidly going through there. Now coming around the final corner. Let's see who gets the better exit. Let's see if Winter can get the move done. I think he got a better exit. And he's now on the slipstream. Van der Stucken trying to shake him off. What's he gonna do now? He's going to defend on the inside. Winter on the outside. Ooh, and they avoid contact just by millimeters. That was so close. But now the old switcheroo. Winter on the outside now. Van der Stucken trying to give him a fight. Winter backs out a little bit. Tucks in back behind him again. And he's having a look now on the inside. Van der Stucken immediately closing out the door on Winter.
Yeah, that was excellent defending there from Van der Stucken. Held the line into the first corner on the inside and forced Winter to go on the outside, and that was enough to hold on to the position.
Yes, but how long can he hold Winter off? And to answer you, Lance, I'm not sure exactly what happened to Barenko, because he was here during qualifying.
Barenko was in the race. I don't know when he backed out.
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe something happened. And Winter now with a move on the outside. There's a little bit of contact there. He has to back out now again. Not sure who was in the wrong and who was in the right, but I would just say that was a racing incident, maybe, because both of them are fighting, and it turns out it wasn't too bad, the contact, but Winter now loses a little bit of ground, now half a second down again, but he has shown that he has been quicker for the last, I don't know, maybe 7 to 8 laps, and that's what got him here. So 3 minutes left, not much to go around Nurburgring anymore, so maybe 2 laps, including this one left. We'll have to see, and he's now trying to make a move.
Oh, back out of that one.
Backed out again, because I think that was a smart move, because this is a chicane, so it's not exactly the best place or the happiest place for an overtake. Now trying to make a move on the outside.
Oh, here we go. He set it up beautifully.
And it seems like he got a better exit again on the slipstream. Van der Stucken staying on the inside, maybe trying to shake him off a little bit. I think he's going to try and do the same thing on the outside. There's no contact this time as well.
Oh, he's got him. He's done it.
I think Van der Stucken went wide, and that's the move done. So now he's just have to keep it. Is the move gonna stick? Can Van der Stucken bring the fight back to Winter? We're not sure. We'll see.
Very solid overtake into turn 1. I thought he maybe backed off too much, but he actually set the car up beautifully to get the switcheroo, and he got so much more exit speed and got the move made. He'll probably start to pull away now, but as that's been going on, Philip has been going a lot quicker than Carl up ahead, and he has got it down to 3.2 seconds now. We also have a battle at the back of the grid.
Yes, we do. Diglio and Lyrecryer.
It's
Lyrecryer is closing up on him.
Was Lyrecryer for half a minute at least. A little bit of air time for Lyrecryer. Little fight with Diglio. Diglio having a lot of issues today.
Yes. And this is the final lap. You heard the engineer saying.
Lap. Yeah. Oh, go on, Lyre.
Nice overtake. No, he backed out.
Oh, unlucky. It was a good effort though. But yeah, leaders on the final lap. I think Philip.
Oh, Lyrecryer now made the move. Ooh, he made it sick and forces Diglio to back out. That was a nice move, Lyre. Very well done. Goes a little bit wide now, but I think he's going to be able to keep his position. Diglio now tucks back behind Liar Crier again, so I think he's going for the inside. No, he starts braking early, so he doesn't want anything to do. Liar Crier goes wide. He loses the position. Is that gonna be? Oh, no contact. Very nice, very nice. Diglio was able to react to Liar Crier being there and avoid contact. So very well driven by both drivers so far.
Yeah, very good driving.
And is coming back at Liar, now having the inside line. Breaks a little bit late. Liar Cry trying the old switcheroo. Loses the position, but still very, very close.
They will get another lap of this because the leaders are behind them by a few corners.
Yes, yes.
So it's a very tasty battle at the back. Just how quick is that Aston Martin in the straight line as well?
Now going through the chicane. Very, very, very well done, that chicane. So now coming around the final corner. Liar Crier getting close. I think he got a better exit. And he's tucking back behind Diglio, getting that slipstream. We'll see if he gets the move. If he's able to get the move done before the first corner, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's too far back.
Coming across the line now to win the race. There we go, Carl.
Finish the race.
Congratulations on winning that. Drazik in second, and
Ruzu still...
quite a gap back to Ruzu.
Yeah, quite a gap. Quite a gap indeed. So he's now coming around the chicane.
Yeah.
He's pretty much in no man's land. No one very close to him behind. So he's now coming around the final corner and crossing the line to finish P3. Good job.
Yeah, well done.
So let me check on Liar still, because he's still trying to make a move on the outside of Diglio.
He's fighting hard.
Not being able to make that stick. And now cars coming across the final corner and crossing the line. Winter now P4. Van der Stucken wasn't able to fend off Winter, so he's P5. AJ is the next one to cross the line. Oof. Let me check on Liar.
Oh, they're side by side.
Oh, there was a little bit of contact there.
Through the Schumacher S's. There's only one real big opportunity here. Get a really good exit out of these next two corners and get them down the straight. Oh!
Diglio goes wide. That's too bad.
But Liar, he's going to have straight line speed here. He's got the slipstream. Is it enough?
I don't think he's going to go for a move here in the chicane. Ooh, he had to dodge to avoid contact.
Oh, so close.
That's unfortunate. But I
Very
think
unfortunate.
that's the race decided for Liar, unfortunately. But that was a good bit of action for the last couple of laps. Very well done, Liar. We enjoyed that. We can tell you that much.
Battle. That's what you'd like to see. Sometimes you don't win them, but, you know, at least you get a good bit of racing done.
Yeah.
As Olsen does come across the line there as the final car, even though he's in 8th. Driver's out of position. Very solid race.
Very, very solid. Yes, yes. That incident in lap 1 was a bit unfortunate with Olsen. We bit of a dive bomb there, and I think Diglio was, you know, the victim there. But and also that incident between Van der Stucken and I think it was Winter. Not sure.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. But Winter was able to get the position back. Maybe that took him out of contention for maybe a 3rd position, maybe 2nd position, because he was pretty fast. And those 3 were, I think it was Winter. Was Winter? Who else was with the 2 of them? Van der Stucken and Ruzu. The 3 of them were in a 3-way fight. And as soon as that contact happened, that basically freed up Ruzu, gave him a lot of free air, and gave him P3 basically. So yeah, both drivers were involved in the incident were, you know, further behind, unfortunately for Winter, but that was a very good race. So I see that the drivers are already in the podium, so let's go down there and chat to them a little bit.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. So
Hello.
we are here in the podium with our podium, and Carl with P1, Philip P2, and P3 was Ruzu. Congratulations to the three
Thank
of
you.
you. So we'll start with
There you go.
Philip. Philip, how was your race? I know we were looking at you. You did a stellar qualifying lap. And during the race, you were able to keep Carl at bay, which I believe he was struggling a little bit, maybe for grip, because we saw a little bit slide there and some corners here and there. But he was able to overcut you, sorry, when he stopped for fuel and tires. That's very unfortunate because you were leading the race from the very beginning. You had some very good pace. It seemed like you had a little bit of trouble adapting to the dry conditions after the pit stop. So can you tell us exactly what happened from your perspective?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the qualifying, I wouldn't even say that was a good lap. I just was the first driver to go out, put on correct tires, and do a lap, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
In the wet, I mean, to be honest, this Porsche 992, I haven't driven it a lot. I haven't done any practice. The only practice that it was today, like 30 minutes before the race.
Okay.
So it's a little bit new car for me, how it handles. And it took me a while to adapt, especially in these changing conditions. My pit stop was actually pretty terrible. I slowed down way too early. And the car kind of overheated the rear tires, so I had to pit. Well, I wanted to pit early, and in the end, I did have the pace, but my tire pressures were a little bit low. But
that's what I
Just-
suspected it was.
tiny bit too low, and just getting used to the car. But Sam had all the pace. He was consistent. He didn't make the mistake. I made one mistake where I went on the sand in Schumacher S, and that was it. That was me not being able to pressure enough. So kudos to him. That's a good win.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for you, but still very good race. So congratulations,
Thank
for
you,
that
thank
B2.
you.
I had to get this out of the way, sorry. And now I'm going to switch to Carl, our race winner. Carl, can you
Hello.
tell us how exactly was that move for going for the pit stop? Was that intentional? When you got the overcut done on Philip, what were you thinking there? Because you were applying a lot of pressure. You backed out a little bit during the race, then you were applying pressure again, and then it seemed like you backed out, and then you pushed a lot when you saw Philip going into the pits, and then you were able to get the move done. So what happened there?
Yeah, I didn't want to pit on the same lap as Philip, so
That was
otherwise
just
there
it?
would be traffic jam. But
That's
yeah,
the secret.
That was pretty much it.
Oh man. Okay. And I mean, you did no mistakes. The race was, I think, very very chill for you. You had, I don't think, any major incidents, just a little slide here and there. After the pit stop, you were able to increase the gap so fast. That's why I suspected that Philip maybe had a little bit of trouble with his tire pressures, because maybe he was struggling to get the tires where he needed them to be, and that's why he lost a big chunk of time really quick. But still, that was a very masterful play there at the pit stops, and very consistent pace. So that won you the race, and congratulations.
Thanks.
Very
I think
much congratulations.
my crossover point for the weather was right on point there.
Yeah. I think so too. I think you pitted exactly at the right time. Very, very well done. And last but not least, our third position, P3, Mr. Ruzu. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. The race was actually quite fun. I felt like I was a bit disconnected from it in the sense of they kind of ran away with it. I never stood the chance in their pace, but I got lucky with the quali because, let's be honest, there was no strategy there. It was just go out as fast as you can, get a lap on the board, and then enjoy the rain. But for the race, it just kind of stay ahead of the guys. I think in the rain, they had a bit better pace, the guys behind me, but they kind of killed each other a bit and ruined their tires, I feel like, for the race. But then
yeah, you had a little bit of a three-way fight with Van der Stucken and Winter there, and unfortunately for them, they had a little bit of contact, and they both
a bit too much contact.
Yeah, and we both went a little bit sideways, so that freed you up for P3 because you just from that moment on, I think you were a little bit in no man's land, so just enjoying the scenery.
Yeah, just ran away, but it just hot lapped at whatever pace because it didn't matter. They were like 10 seconds off and just went for a pit at whenever I felt like it's convenient. But I don't think that it was like a too
Yeah.
good of a time. I just thought, okay, red tires, let's go.
Checking
It
the
changed it
trees,
and went
waving
out,
at the
yeah.
marshals, checking if everyone was
Was fun.
alright, telling your engineer to drink water. I know.
Already post-race show out there, yeah.
But yeah, either way, I think it was a very nice race as well from your end. That was a nice fight while it lasted until they had that little bit of contact. But still, your consistency is what gave you your third position. So many congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And this is it. This is our conversation. This was our conversation with our top 3. I think there's nothing else to be said or asked. Ninja, do you want to add something? Do you want to say something?
I quite enjoyed that race. This is our first race, I think, in... How many seasons have we done ACC now? This is our third ACC season?
I think so, yeah.
And I think that's the first one where we've gone from a wet start to a dry ending.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a bit chaotic at the start, and I think it caught a lot of people out.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why we had to restart. We don't really like restarting races, but at the same time, when half your grid gets, taken out in the first 2 corners, I think it's unfair to expect half the grid to,
Come back
race
up.
a lap down for the whole race, so it's
Yeah.
better to restart the race before you even get a lap done than to wait it out. So
It depends who you ask.
but we'll sort it next time.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, it depends on
that
who
was
you ask.
absolutely fair. That was absolutely fair. Even me, as being profiting from that one, from that first start, I said it's a fair restart. So
Yeah. That was unfortunate. Yeah, it's a shame that it happened the second time, but there were a little less victims there the second time, but still. We'll see if we can
It
get sorted
happens.
out
It's
for next
racing.
race. Yeah, it's racing, so let's
Yeah.
not dwell on
But it was
too
a very
much.
solid race. But we were watching the time, and it's like, was it Sammy Cal?
Yeah.
When you came out, I think you just the dry weather tires was just you were more comfortable on them than the wet tires because as
Yeah,
soon as you got on
definitely.
them, you were just gone. But Philip did well to bring it back there at the end. I think Philip actually ended up with the fastest lap as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think you were just finding your rhythm at the end, and unfortunately, because it's a sprint rather than like an endurance race, you wouldn't have had enough time there. But I think another maybe 5 laps, I think you'd be right on the back of Sammy as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah.
it was good racing. Thank you guys for racing and stuff, and congratulations on the podium.
thank you for organizing this.
Thank you for all the fun racing actions. So, just to end the stream, if you want to check out more about Simcade League, you can go to simcadeleague.co.uk. You have their YouTube channel where you're watching this video for sure right now, and they promote mental health awareness. I can't say this. I'm sorry. I need some help myself. So they promote mental health awareness. So you can check their website for more information, and you can also check the other championships or leagues that they run, being them Gran Turismo. That's gonna happen tomorrow. F122 on Thursdays, and we also have F2 on F122 as well on Mondays, and a little bit of some other stuff happening in the middle as well. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. You know where to find us. So be here, watch it, and enjoy. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.